It's week 9 of the 2024 season, and we've got a showcase of shutdown defenses. It's the Bucs and the Chiefs under the lights on Monday night.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club, and they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week,
the first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in week 9? And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
and not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Fields going to keep it running left. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. There he goes right side. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Nick Folk for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. Here's Fields. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Here's Fields. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their rookie QB, the young man out of Oregon.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Still first down.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Working out of the gun is Nix. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. To throw is Nix. That is caught. And some room to work. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. But give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Henry up the middle. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. To throw, here's Nix. And it's caught. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Nix from the shotgun. And he wisely will throw that one away. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Derrick Henry. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chiefs offense set to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. Fields now to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 38 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. The tight end in motion right. To throw is Fields. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Off play action, Fields. And Thomas has it. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
C.J. Mosley getting to him behind the line of scrimmage there. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Again, it's Edwards. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for 1st downs instead of airing it out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they go to Edwards. Ooh, with a juke. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
He gets it to Thomas. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the 1st quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. As they've got it as we resume action. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Now Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bucs offense and receiver Gabe Davis getting set for their next drive. And he's been a consistent force offensively all season. Currently ranked amongst the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Henry out of the pistol. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Returnable here for Davis. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Fields. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Javon Hargrave providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again, and they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, He ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And some room to maneuver. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, it's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Here's Nix. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now it's Nix. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Allen. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. Henry will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now Folk for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Fields. Little short pass here to Hill. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Second down and 3. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now it's Fields. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
No shortage of impressive moments for him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Back to throw now on first down. Thomas has got it, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Bourne going to go in motion right here. Fields hit and the ball is loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On play action, Fields. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Milton Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. There's a short one pulled in by Simmett. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 33-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now a 2nd and 2. Nix to the air. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Back to the air with Nix. That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Curtis Samuel, 54 yards. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. From the gun, here's Fields. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
That is caught. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Again, Fields. Dancing to his left. And he's got this down to the 35. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, where it was the Bengals who were able to pick up the victory at home. Russell Wilson, strong in the win, as his guys start the second half with a victory that moves them to 6-3 on the year. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. Brandon Cooks leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that first half. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game worked.
There he goes left side. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Gabriel Davis, 76 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And they open the lead up now to 25. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Here's Fields. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 9. Bourne going to go in motion right here. Fields now to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
To throw is Fields. A throw left sideline, falls incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together, as that brings up another 4th down.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it, and they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw, here's Nix. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. To throw is Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Nix from the shotgun. A short one there to Freiermuth. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 7. Back to throw again. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Oh, boy, Derrick Henry shaken up after that last play and in some discomfort down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
That's Samuel caught left side. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run here with Mostert. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Folks' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And 3rd and 1 now. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. Gets past one man, and he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On the option left is Fields. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Here's Fields. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now an option play on 2nd down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now it's Fields. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 4th down, here's the option. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs offense and quarterback Justin Fields heading back out there. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Now Fields. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up second down. Back to throw, Fields. He's got Thomas yet again, complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. From the 50, here's Fields. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. Here's a 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Fields. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And if they're throwing on 3rd down, it's a good bet. They're going to look his way. He's the most reliable of their receivers, and he comes through there with a nice grab for the first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fields. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Throwing again is Fields. Being chased out left. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
A swing pass here to Edwards. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. 2nd and 7. Slot man moves right. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Out right to Bourne. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Able to fight through one tackle. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Second and a couple. Next to the air. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The offense on third down tonight, they've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. Here it's 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bucs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So for Tampa Bay, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.